It's okay, man. I'm right here.
He drops the phone on the table and stares at the wall. The room is quiet, but his mind isn't. Something feels wrong, and he doesn't know why. His friend walks in and asks, "Are you okay?" He forces a smile and says, "Yeah, just tired." But the truth is different. What if the sadness someone feels isn't just stress? What if it's something deeper? Many people experience the early signs of depression without realizing it. And by the time they notice, the feeling has already taken control. Stay with this story, because someone watching might recognize these signs in themselves. A few months earlier, everything seemed normal. He laughed with friends, worked hard, and enjoyed the little things in life. But slowly, something began to change. One evening his sister asked, "Why don't you come out with us anymore?" He shrugged and replied, "I'm just not in the mood." The truth was harder to explain. The excitement he once felt had quietly disappeared. Activities that used to make him happy suddenly felt pointless. Inside his mind he wondered, "Why don't I enjoy anything anymore?" That quiet loss of pleasure is one of the earliest signs people ignore, and it often arrives before they realize something serious is happening. At first he thought it was just a bad week. Everyone feels down sometimes, right? But the feeling didn't leave. One morning he looked in the mirror and whispered to himself, "Why do I feel empty?" His co-worker noticed the change too. "You've been quiet lately," she said gently. He laughed it off. "Just tired from work." But it wasn't just tiredness. The sadness followed him everywhere. Even when nothing bad happened, the heaviness stayed. Days passed, then weeks. The strange part was that nothing dramatic caused it. That's the confusing thing about early depression. Sometimes the sadness appears without an obvious reason. Then the exhaustion started. He would sleep for 8 hours, wake up, and still feel drained. One afternoon he dropped onto the couch and muttered, "Why am I this tired? I barely did anything today." His brother joked, "Maybe you're just getting old." They both laughed, but inside he knew something was off. Simple tasks began to feel overwhelming. Answering messages felt like work. Cleaning the room felt like climbing a mountain. He started canceling plans more often. "I'll go next time," he kept telling his friends. But deep down he wondered if there would ever be a next time. Nighttime became another battle. Some nights he lay in bed staring at the ceiling, his thoughts racing. Other nights he slept for 10 hours and still woke up exhausted. One evening his friend called and asked, "Why didn't you reply to my message last night?" He sighed and said, "I couldn't sleep." Then he paused and added quietly, "Actually, I haven't been sleeping well for weeks." Sleep problems are often one of the earliest warning signs people overlook. When the mind struggles emotionally, rest becomes difficult. The body is tired, but the brain refuses to slow down. His appetite began to change too. Some days he forgot to eat until evening. Other days he ate mindlessly just to feel something. During dinner his mother noticed and asked, "Is everything okay? You barely touched your food." He forced a smile again. "I'm fine." But inside he felt confused. Why don't I feel hungry anymore? Appetite changes might seem small, but they can reveal deeper emotional struggles. The body and mind are closely connected, and when mental health begins to decline, even basic habits like eating can quietly shift without warning. Work started to suffer next. He sat at his desk staring at the screen, trying to focus, but his thoughts kept drifting. A colleague leaned over and asked, "Did you finish the report?" He hesitated. "I'm working on it." The truth was he had been reading the same paragraph for 20 minutes. Later he whispered to himself, "What's wrong with my brain?" Difficulty concentrating is another early sign people rarely recognize. The mind becomes foggy, decisions become harder, and simple tasks start taking twice as long. It isn't laziness. It's the brain struggling under emotional weight. Then came the thoughts he never expected. One evening he sat alone and quietly said, "Maybe I'm just a burden." The words shocked him. Why would I even think that, he wondered. A friend later told him, "You matter more than you think." But the negative voice in his mind kept arguing back. Feelings of worthlessness can grow slowly during depression. At first, they appear as small doubts. Over time, those doubts become louder, convincing a person that they are failing even when they are not. That inner dialogue can be one of the most dangerous signs. One day, something different happened. Instead of hiding the feeling, he finally said the truth out loud. His friend noticed the silence and asked again, "Are you really okay?" This time he didn't pretend. He looked down and said, "Honestly, I haven't been feeling like myself for a long time." His friend listened carefully and replied, "You're not alone. Maybe it's time to talk to someone who understands." That moment changed everything. Sometimes the first step toward healing is simply admitting the struggle. Recognizing the early signs can prevent the situation from becoming much worse. If someone watching this story recognizes these signs in themselves, they should remember something important. Depression is real, but it is also treatable. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or professional can make a huge difference. No one should feel like they have to carry that weight alone. And if this story helped someone understand these warning signs, they should take a moment right now to support the message. Like the video, subscribe for more helpful health insights, and share their thoughts in the comments. Someone else reading those comments might realize they are not alone either.